Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. I just want to apologize straight off for my voice. I'm recording this in my office, so I might be a bit echoey, but I need to export and upload the video here because the internet is better. So we're just going to get it done with, but this week I'm using my Aura Estelle inserts as per usual now, and an SPC kit called Flower Dream that is her Rapunzel inspired art. Rapunzel is definitely one of my favorite newer Disney films. I very much feel Rapunzel. But this is just a mini kit this week, and you'll see at the end I'll have a clip of the finished spread. But I ended up getting two sample label samplers because I needed that many labels. I'm not great with mini kits. It's just not enough stickers, you know? But two label samplers just got me through. But in the video, I'm just laying down the base for the majority of the video because I actually filmed this before I went overseas. I'm currently in Australia, where I'm from, although I'm currently living in Finland. But I'm going back on April 4th, so you'll have some Play With Me's properly in a month. So stay tuned for that. I can't wait to be filming properly again. But yeah, there will be footage at the end showing the finished spread because I just planned as I go while I was here. And it's been really nice to plan by myself sometimes. But let's talk about what happened this week. So Monday, what happened? I went into work and I worked on an abstract I needed to do. I binge watched a ton of YouTube because a ton comes up on Monday. I tidied my room up. My last Plan With Me went up. I bought some groceries, had some Maccas, and then I had a weird sleep. I know, as per usual, not sleeping great. Maybe it's just hotel sleep, you know. It's never perfect. Tuesday was payday, and I went to Kmart, and I bought two tops that I really, really like. The sort of flanny, like flannel overshirt that's like more olivey green, and then I got one of those, you know, it's like a rusty brownish, orangey reddish color that's coming out at the moment here. It's really, really nice. Very flowy top, so I'm happy with those two tops. And I also got a big binder because all of my thesis chapters, because I'm working a PhD, have been in separate binders, but I decided I wanted to put them all into one binder now that I'm very close to having a one full draft rather than multiple different ones. So got a nice big binder for that. And then I just met up with my friends Steph and Hillary for lunch at the state library, and I had avocado and toast with a poached egg. Delicious. Then I worked more on the abstract and I got that done. It was for like my intention to submit my thesis form, and then the abstract will be part of the thesis as well, so important work. But I have told the university I intend to submit by 1st of June, so not long to go now, guys. Then I was just working on my Shopify store, and I'm really happy with how it's coming along. It's basically done now. I started working on it then, and I just had a lazy night. Then Wednesday morning, I had a hair appointment, and I used a little Andrea Munchkin, the one where she has like the Disney Friends headband on from there. The sample of them that you can buy from SPC. I love it. And my hair is similar. I don't really have the bangs, but you know, had my hair appointment, got a cut, just at like collarbone length, and I really like that length. It's like short but not too short, so you can still do a cute ponytail. So I'm really, really happy with that haircut. And I saw a girl that's still getting like trained, and she was really good. And I'm happy for her to practice on my hair. Then I got into work and was working on my introduction, and then I was feeling a bit bleh, so I went to Target. Australian Target's pretty different to American. It's like sort of just clothes and some homewares and stuff, toys, not really any groceries or anything like that. But I picked up a new Uggs because my other Uggs are like super old now, and they kind of like mess up my feet when I walk. like I get a big bruise on my foot. And I like to wear my Uggs while I'm flying, and it's really hard walking through airports on them. So new Uggs, I just like to get black ones. Yeah, just like the good slip-on slippers and going through airports and flying with them because they're a lot more comfy. Then I worked more on my Shopify. Then the internet's been really crap lately on my hotel. Like as soon as it gets 6 p.m., I could barely watch YouTube on 144p. It's a mess. I feel like that's just Australian internet as a whole. So I went to sleep early. So that's the first of the week. Thursday, it was SPC new releases. They happen about, 3 a.m. on Wednesday night. So I just get up first thing on Thursday and buy my SPC releases. Went to work, worked on my intro, except I've been getting like a weird breakthrough period. You know, I'm on my birth control pills again, but I've just been having like a period stuff. So I put in like a fat munchkin all angry because I was like, ugh, I'm all bloaty. But I hung with my friends, Kylie, Steph, and Astrid. So I have a cute like munchkins pinch each other's faces saying hang with the girls. And then for dinner I got Macca's again because I'm terrible. It's cheap. So I had a planning session. I worked some more on my Shopify. I think that's about the time that I finished all my listings. Because I still had stuff left over from when I originally opened it. And then I did all my laundry. So that was great. I have clean clothes again. Clean underpants. And then Friday I went to uni and worked with my intro, but there was a whole bunch of Instagram drama that I'm sure you guys maybe would have seen with all the shops and like sticker bloom and stuff. And I just did like a little excited ghost, like movie watching ghost from Fox and Cactus because I was like, drama. I really do love reading drama. It's really bad. I always say like I'm not interested in drama, but I do love reading it. And then I got salsas. I put a little taco sticker, but I actually got loaded fries. So it was like loaded with chili and guac and sour cream, and it was delicious. And then I was just really, really tired that day, so I had a sleepy munchkin. And then I put it in my feelings, just with some of the deco, just because I was feeling bleh. I know. Feeling kind of weird. Meh. And then I just had noodles, sunta. It was like a bun bowl, so it's like Vietnamese vermicelli noodle bowl. Yeah. And then I was just up too late. I stayed out watching the weirdest stuff. And I was just in a weird mood. And I watched a documentary on the thalidomide epidemic, like of these kids being born like with their limbs not growing and stuff. I don't know. I just watched that. And I was just watching the weirdest stuff. And then I read an article about what is it? You know, when you get hand transplants. So they can transplant other people's hands on you now. And it was just a really weird, like, the article is it's not really there scientifically yet. But that's interesting. But yeah, that's a weird mood I was in on Friday night. And that Saturday, my mum actually came into town. She lives in another state in Australia. So I haven't seen her for a while, so I met her at 10 a.m. and I actually used a Mother Gothel sticker for her. Like, no shade, but it was a Rapunzel spread, so why not? So I met her, and we got coffee and breakfast, and we did some shopping. I got Sephora in Australia got the Tarte Shape Tape. So like, well, I'm picking up this Shape Tape because it's so hard to get. Because I think it's only in Ulta in America. I've never tried to buy from Ulta online, but yeah. So I picked up some Shape Tape, and what else? I got some new pajamas. Yeah, really cute ones with like little cartons of milk and cookies. I love it. Then we went to this chocolate place, Cocoa Black, and just got some lunch and iced chocolates. Then I went over to my dad's together, and we had family time, and we had a dinner of some very delicious baked potatoes. Then Sunday, I met up with my mom again. Just say the send files I end up putting rescheduled over because I didn't do a lot of drawing this week, honestly. But yeah, I had breakfast with my mom again, and we did some more shopping, and then I figured out, paid for the last bit of my hotel up to April 4th. So that's all done. The hotel's done, and then my flights all got changed over that night. So the night of Saturday, I found out that my flight from Hong Kong to Helsinki was cancelled and rebooked, and actually I ended up being, then, like, that would have been fine, but I would have been in Hong Kong airport for 19 hours. But then Sunday night, and my plans are wrong here because I finished planning it. If you look at it, I finished planning it before the end of Sunday night. But I was up late and I watched Contagion, as you do, and it was a good film. And I watched Godfather Part 2 because I watched Part 1 a long time ago. Like, finally I'll watch Part 2. Anyway, so it's up pretty late, and then I got an email from my airline again that my first flight from my hometown to Hong Kong had been cancelled. And I just said, yeah, it's cancelled, bye. So that was the whole drama. I had, luckily, because the customer service is around 3 finish time, so luckily I was awake when that email came in, and so I hopped on the online chat, and I was able to, I only had to wait about half an hour, and then I was able to chat to someone, and about half an hour I had new flights. So instead of flying right from Adelaide to Hong Kong, I'm now flying Adelaide to Melbourne, Melbourne to Hong Kong, and I still make my original flights to Helsinki, but I don't have to spend 19 hours in the airport anymore. I only have to spend about 4 hours. So that actually ended up working out for the better, even though I have to do this extra 1 hour flight, but it's no biggie. But that was the big drama of this week, but at least everything's sort of sorted now. But I'm really happy with how the spread came out. I really don't like using mini kits, to be very honest. It's just not enough labels, and I did use up almost the entirety of both label samplers. So, yeah. But otherwise, that was the week. Let me know how your week is going. I don't know, the world seems a bit crazy right now, and my flights are just getting cancelled because everyone's cancelling their flights, and it's like, it'll be okay. We'll all be fine as long as we keep hygienic. And I got a bunch of antibacterial wet wipes for my flights and hand sanitizer, and wash my hands. It'll be fine. So, oh well. But yeah, I'll be heading home on April 4th. I won't have a plan with me up on the Monday 6th, but I will on the 13th of the week that I'm back. So that'll be awesome. And it'll be my partner Luck's birthday is on the 6th, actually. So I get home just before their birthday, so I'm very happy about that. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch more. It's only a month left of this kind of video, and then we'll be right back to our scheduled stuff. And I do have a haul coming up this week, fingers crossed. So look out for that. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!